Cloud. Got it. Right, thank you. Hello, everybody. Welcome to your Manifesting Through the Chakras presentation. I'm just going to share my screen so we can get started. Okay, so this talk today is all about manifesting through the chakras, and we're going to bring in some tools like essential oils, crystals, and energy work into our technique. So my name's Debbie Lawrence. I'm a Reiki master teacher and a holistic therapist and an aromatherapist. I'm a wife and a mum to two girls that are now in their 20s, and I've been working in this field for 19 years. So I'm a Reiki master teacher, and I teach my own level, a style of Reiki called Aroma Reiki. And I'm passionate about sharing my knowledge on essential oils because they're such a good tool, a natural tool for us to be able to support our health. And I'm on a bit of a mission to help people to align with their inner wisdom so that you can connect with your innate gift as a healer. So how I work is I bring in energy healing, crystal energy, and essential oils into everything that I do. Essential oils are an amazing form of concentrated and focused cosmic energy that we get from plants and flowers, and they work on lots of different levels. They work on the aromatherapy level, and with aromatherapy, when you're breathing in an essential oil, very quickly it gets taken into the limbic part of the brain, which then sends a chemical response flooding the body with the hormones that you need. So it's not just when you breathe in an essential oil, it smells nice. There's actually a chemical change happening in your body. They also work as a real healing tool for physical problems. The essential oil, when we look at what it does for the plant, it acts as the immune system of the plant. So it protects it from viruses, bacteria, fungus. It protects it from insects, or sometimes it draws insects to it. Now, when we look at it, what it does for us, because on a cellular level, we're carbon-based, just like a plant, when we introduce the essential oil into our body, it knows what to do with it, and it protects us too from viruses, bacteria, fungus, and insects. When you combine essential oils with energy work, then it works on a very high vibrational energetic healing level too. Now, everything in the universe vibrates at its own unique frequency. Living creatures, plants, even objects vibrate. And when we look at disease, it too has its own frequency. And in 1992, the world's first frequency monitor was built by a guy called Bruce Tanio. And he determined that the average frequency of a healthy human was 62 to 72 hertz. So remember that number because it's really important. Now, when this frequency drops, it jeopardizes your immune system. So at 58 hertz, cold and flu symptoms appear. At 55 hertz, candida can be triggered. At 52 hertz, Epstein-Barr is triggered. And at 42 hertz and below, you're really susceptible to things like cancer. So this raised really important questions, because if pollutants could lower our body's frequency, what exactly are we ingesting on a daily basis? So they started looking at processed and canned foods, and they found that it had 0 hertz. So energetically, it does absolutely nothing for us. Then they compared they looked at fresh produce, and that was giving a reading of 15 hertz. Organic produce was 25 hertz. So if you're considering whether you should buy organic or fresh, then organic's definitely the way to go. And then comparing dried herbs with fresh herbs. So dried herbs was 12 to 22 hertz, depending on the herb, whereas the fresh herbs were 20 to 27. So energetically much better for us. Now, when we look at essential oils, they start at 52 hertz and they go up as high as 320 hertz. So just by using an essential oil on or in the body, you can literally raise your energy, raise your vibration. So looking there at the bottom, we've got peppermint at 52 hertz. Then we've got sandalwood and juniper, 96 and 98 hertz. Then we come into melissa, which is one of my favorites. It's the oil of light, 102 hertz. Myrrh, 105. Then coming up, the lavender, 118. And then we've got the big guys, frankincense, 147 hertz, helichrysum, 181, and rose right at the top there, 320 hertz. So you could see, remember that number we said about a healthy human body? Just by using essential oils, you're raising your energy levels up by that amount of hertz. So essential oils raising the vibration to a level in which a condition where bacteria, viruses, fungus, and disease simply cannot survive. So on a physical level, we've got a tool for self-help, but we're also working on an emotional level by creating that change within the body. And on an energetic level, they're acting in metaphysical ways to clear out energetic viruses, remove contaminations, and amplify your energy work. Now, the problem we've got is not all oils are created equally. And actually, most of the oils that you can buy on the high street are in this synthetic portion of the graph here. When I looked into this a few years ago, I found out that essential oils, the industry as such, is very much self-regulated, a bit like the beauty industry. So as long as there was a percentage of essential oil in a bottle, and in some cases it was as low as 2%, a company could add whatever else they wanted and they don't have to declare it on the label. So as a consumer, we don't really know what we're buying. And most of the essential oils that we can buy on the high street have been produced for the aroma and not for the health benefits that they can bring. What I'm talking about today is an oil from a brand called doTERRA, and their mission is to change healthcare by bringing us an oil that works every time, that's 100% pure. So they introduced a testing procedure, which meant that they could test their oils to make sure that they're a high enough grade and 100% pure. And the standard that they've created is called CPTG, which stands for Certified Pure Tested Grade. So every single batch of these oils goes through about 15 different tests. 3 of those are outsourced independent tests. And only if it comes back pure of a high enough grade will we be able to buy it. It's so important that we're not putting fillers, pesticides, and chemicals into our body along with our essential oils. So before we start talking about the manifesting through the chakras, I'm just going to talk a little bit more about essential oils. This is from my presentation that I do about using essential oils as a form of plant-based medicine. So the first thing I want to say is how they're 100% natural and safe, so they don't bring us the side effects and addictive qualities that we sometimes get from our medications. They are extracts from plants, and as we said, for the plant, they act as the immune system of the plant, and because we're carbon-based, just like that plant, our body recognizes them and knows what to do with them. It is important, if you're using an essential oil for the health benefits, that you work with a high enough grade essential oil. They are really powerful. If we take this bottle of peppermint, a lot of people use peppermint for digestive support, and they might have a cup of peppermint tea. Well, you'd have to have 28 cups of peppermint tea to get the same effects as 1 drop of peppermint essential oil. So it's pretty amazing. Now, if you've been sent some peppermint, what I want you to do now is to get your little sample of peppermint, take the top of the lid off, and when you turn that bottle upside down and you tap the bottom of the bottle, half a drop is going to come out onto your hand. So if we do that together now, because I really want you to start experiencing these oils, and just put 1 drop of peppermint onto your hand. And then I'm going to get you to rub your hands together. This to me, it starts activating the oils, getting all those molecules jumping about. And then bring your hands up to your face and take 3 deep breaths in through your nose. Now, if you've got any sinus congestion, you might be feeling pressure in the area of the sinuses where it's congested. And as you continue to breathe, the peppermint will start to break down that congestion. So don't worry about that if that's happening. Just breathing it in. And if you haven't got any sinus congestion, you'll be experiencing it coming down through the nose, and you might even start tasting it on the back of your tongue. The peppermint is really energizing. So already you should start to be feeling a bit more awake and a bit more alert. It also has the effect of helping us with our memory. So everything I'm going to teach you from now on, you're going to remember a lot clearer. So the second thing I want you to do is just to put your thumbs together. So you're making like a little cave with your hands, and then bring it up to your lips and take a deep breath in through your mouth. And then you're getting that instant breath freshness from the peppermint. And then with what's left on your hands, just rub it on the back of your neck. And peppermint's got pain relieving qualities. So if you've got a bit of a tight neck, you should notice that starting to ease up a bit. But also what you're probably noticing is your body's temperature is starting to lower. And you can actually reduce a fever naturally just by putting some peppermint on the back of your neck, which is really helpful for us women who go through hormonal fluctuations in temperature. So that's our peppermint. The next thing I want to tell you about essential oils is how effective they are. Now, on the screen there, you've got a picture of a cell. And on the outside of the cell, you've got a pink blob, which is a bacteria. And on the inside, you've got a yellow blob, which is a virus. Now, we've got medications that we know can kill bacteria called antibiotics. The problem is we've overused the antibiotics and a lot of the bacteria has become resistant to them. So we're using more and more powerful antibiotics all the time, and that's having a really detrimental effect on the good bacteria that makes up your immune system in the body. Now, with a virus, it's slightly different because the virus is on the inside of the cell and the cell wall has a fatty layer protecting anything from getting in. Most of our medications are water soluble, so they can't cross through this fatty layer. So that's why when you went to the doctors a few years ago with a cold, he would have probably said to you that it's probably viral, there's nothing we can give you. And that's why the medications that we've got just can't get through the cell wall. But essential oils are lipid soluble, so they easily cross through that cell wall and bring the benefits directly to where we need them. So essential oils in some instances can be more effective than a lot of our modern approaches to our health problems. And a blend that I love for this is a blend called On Guard. It's got wild orange, clove, cinnamon, eucalyptus, and rosemary. It smells like Christmas in a bottle. And they're really powerful essential oils to helping our immune system fight the things that come up. So it promotes a healthy immune function. You could even use it for a sore throat, just by putting a drop on your hand with some carrier oil and rubbing it topically over the throat, or putting a drop in some water and gargling with it. They're very cleansing essential oils in this blend. So you can cleanse the home with something natural like Castile soap, which is a natural oil-based soap, in a glass spray bottle, fill it up with water and then add 10 drops of On Guard. And also cleansing for the hands as well. Just put a drop on, maybe with some aloe vera gel, and you've cleansed your hands. So they're really effective at helping us through the things that we're going through in this day and age. The other thing I love about essential oils is how affordable they are. Now, we're actually very protected in the UK because we've got the NHS and we don't really know the true cost of our medical care. But with essential oils, because you only need 1 or 2 drops per application, you're talking pennies per dose. And the essential oils do so many different things for us. So this bottle of lavender, for example, is very calming for the mind and calming for the skin. So calming for the mind means if you're very angry, down, stressed out, anxious, then lavender has a real calming effect on the nervous system. But also calming for the skin. So any itchy skin conditions, insect bites, that kind of thing, you can pop a drop of lavender straight on and it takes away the itch really quickly. It's also got antihistamine properties. So it's good for the spring and summer months when we start to get a bit sneezy and a bit scratchy eyes. Then I would use lemon, lavender and peppermint as my antihistamine trio. Just 1 drop of each in a glass of water. Or if it was for a child, I wouldn't recommend internal use. I'd mix it up with a carrier oil, a few drops of each, and put it topically onto the body. So we've sort of hinted at the ways you can use these oils, and you experienced it with the peppermint. So the first way is aromatic. And remember I said at the beginning, it's the quickest way to affect the mood, because as you're breathing it in, it's going into the limbic system, which is triggering that chemical response, flooding the body with the hormones that you need to bring calm. It cleanses the air, so you could pop a few drops into a diffuser like in the picture there, and then with water, and you can affect the mood of a whole house just by having a few drops of essential oil in a diffuser. The other place it goes to when you breathe it in is down into your lungs. So any respiratory support you need, aromatic use is the quickest way to get the oils where you need them. And some really popular ones for this, which we're going to use in our manifesting as well, is wild orange, which is the oil of abundance. Brings things to you in abundance, but it also helps to change a scarcity mindset as well. So you start to see the abundance of things that are around. It's very energizing, but it's also calming. So it's the two there. So if you are anxious or worried or suffering with fear of doing something, then a couple of drops of wild orange on the hands, breathe it in, it soon calms it down. Another one that's good aromatically is a blend. It used to be called Breathe. It's now called Air. And it's got essential oils in there, which when you breathe them in, it opens up the respiratory system. So it's a really popular one with a lot of my clients because this one actually stops people snoring. And the way to do it is just to put a drop on the big toe, and within a few minutes, you can feel yourself breathing a lot clearer. Now, I share my bed with a snorer, so I can vouch for this one. It works every time for us. Topical is the next way. Remember, you applied it topically to your neck. So this is where you're putting the oil where you need it. Now, when you use the oils topically, I always recommend that you do mix them with a carrier oil, because the carrier oil, which is any vegetable-based oil that carries the essential oil onto the skin, and it actually holds it in place so the effects last for longer. It also stops you developing a sensitivity to the oils, which you could do if you use them neat over a long period of time. And a popular blend for this is Deep Blue. It's got wintergreen, camphor and peppermint, which are all pain relieving, but it's also got an oil in there called helichrysum, which is nicknamed liquid stitches because of how quickly it repairs our tissue. So what we've got here is a blend that's going to block the pain while speeding up the repair. So you can put this on your aching muscles and joints. You can put it on your head if you're feeling like you've got some head tension, around your neck. You can even put it over your tummy if you suffer with monthly menstrual pain. Another blend we use topically a lot is a blend called Digest Zen. It's now called Zen Jest in Europe. These has got oils in there like ginger, caraway. It's oils that have been put together to help your digestion. So it's so quick to work, this one. If you've got an upset tummy, if you're feeling a bit sick or nauseous, just popping some onto your tummy with a carrier oil, or you could put a drop in some water and drink it. It's a really good one for helping with improved digestion, bloating, gas, constipation, diarrhea, that kind of thing. So you can start to see now how these oils can help physically. The third way we can use this particular grade of essential oil is internally. And that's really for teenagers and above. And there are guidelines of no more than 20 drops in 24 hours. But you could put a drop in your water. If you don't like the taste of an oil, you can buy something called a veggie cap, which is an empty capsule that you take apart, put your drop in, and then put it back together to take it. Or if you want to get the oils systemically into the body, you could put a drop under your tongue. And lemon's a really good oil. I'm going to bring it in a moment in our manifesting because it's great for the third eye chakra. It's the oil of clarity. So you can use it in a diffuser, or you could put a drop with a carrier oil straight onto your third eye to help to bring moments of clarity to you in your manifesting. But also it's very cleansing for the body. So it's one that I love to have in a glass of water in the morning because it starts cleansing the liver and cleansing the gastrointestinal tract. So if you've had a few drinks the night before, this is a must for the next morning. Beautiful cleanser for the home. The whole house just smells amazing when we use this oil in our cleaning. And frankincense is the last one. Frankincense we're going to bring in later for our crown chakra. It's about connecting you up to the divine. But it also brings in calm feelings. It's a beautiful oil to use in meditation, especially if when you meditate, you don't see an awful lot. I find that frankincense on the third eye really opens up that inner vision so you can see things in more detail. It's also very good on a cellular level. We see it a lot in anti-aging products because it helps the body to produce collagen. So you could use it with a carrier oil or on your face before you put your moisturizer on. And internally, it helps your cells to perform optimally. So it's really powerful oil for your immune system. I like to put a drop under my tongue at bedtime because it helps the nervous system calm, which gets you ready for sleep. But also while you're sleeping, that's when the body does all of its repair. And putting some frankincense in just really helps those cells to repair quickly. Now we're going to combine essential oils with energy healing techniques. And a really simple one we could use is breath work. And if you think about breathing in, drawing that energy within your body and your energy field, And then when you breathe out, you're releasing all that's no longer required. And you can enhance this by bringing in the essential oils. So put in that drop on your hand like you've got with your peppermint. You should still have some on your hand, but you could put another drop on now if you want to. Rub your hands together, activate all those oils. And then bring them up to your face. But this time when you're breathing in, I want you to really focus on breathing that essential oil into your body, drawing all that energy in. And on the out breath, breathing out all that's no longer required. So if you've got an area that's out of balance, maybe you've got pain in the body or something like that, you can try this with. I want you to breathe the essential oil into that area and just hold the breath, let that energy build, and then release the breath, the pain, the stuck energy. Let's just do that a couple more times together so you can really feel it working. So breathing the oil into the area of discomfort. Holding the breath, just imagining that energy growing and building. And then releasing the breath, sending out anything that's no longer required. So that's a really powerful way. Breath work on its own is powerful, but when you bring in essential oils, because they've all got their own emotional benefits that they help us with, it just really helps to shift people fast back into balance. Now you can use your oils because when you're doing any energy work, it's always good to keep the atmosphere where you're working clear. And some of my favorites for space clearing are eucalyptus, lemongrass, lemon. So eucalyptus is the oil of wellness. It can help to shift a mindset from I'm sick, I'm ill into I'm well, I'm getting better. Lemongrass is the oil of cleansing. So this is my favorite actually for cleansing the room. Lemon, the oil of clarity, if you want to really clear the energy so that you can focus on what you're doing. Or frankincense, the oil of truth. So this is about bringing the truth of a situation to you. Or we've got that lovely On Guard blend that we spoke about when we looked at the immune system. That doesn't just protect you on a physical level, it also protects you on an energetic level too. So especially if you share your space with someone that's got a very domineering personality, On Guard can help to bring you that protection. And a really lovely place to put it for that is actually down the midline of the body. So with a carrier oil, just up and down the midline there. So there's lots of oils that you can use to keep your place clear. Now, working with oils consciously can be a really powerful self-healing technique. And when we say consciously, I'm meaning like in meditation, in healing intention, or with prayer. And positive thoughts can raise the body's vibration by 15 hertz itself. And then when you're bringing in an essential oil or maybe a crystal, you're ramping it up even more. So we're working with our chakras today. Now, you probably maybe know what a chakra is. We've got 7 main energy centers running down the body, but then we have got the higher chakras, the ascension chakras, and then we've got the earth chakras below. See it in that image there. For me, the way I describe a chakra is it's a transformer of energy. So there's this energy flowing all around us, and we draw it into our body through our chakras. Now, different parts of your body need a different speed of energy. So the chakra's job is to transform that energy to the speed that that part of the body needs. So it draws the energy in from around, transforms it to the right vibration, and then sends it off around the body. Now, a blocked chakra means you've got an unhealthy flow of energy coming into the body. And one way that you can use essential oils is to anoint the oil directly to the chakra or the meridian, placing the oils where the energetic block is located. And this has the effect of stimulating the energy flow and moving that stuck physical energy on. So we've got our 7 main chakras that we're going to focus on today for our manifesting workshop. You've got your crown chakra on the top of your head. This is your connection to the divine, the connection to the higher self. Then you've got your third eye, which is your inner sight, your imagination center. You've got your throat chakra, which is all about communication. Some people have an overactive throat chakra and they just don't know when to stop talking. We've probably all met one. And what we're doing today, this is all about bringing these chakras into balance. You've got your heart chakra in the center of your chest. This is all about love of self, love of others. It's got to be how well you can receive love as well as give it. Solar plexus is just under your rib cage. This is your power center, where your will resides. Some people think your ego resides here. And then your sacral chakra just below your belly button. This is it's an emotional center, really. It's all about family, comfort, your relationship to food. And then your root chakra is kind of at the top of the legs, pointing downwards. And this is where we ground. So it makes you feel safe and protected. Now, all of these chakras have a front and rear aspect. The root chakra pairs with the crown chakra on the top of the head. And then as you come up the body, the other chakras all have a front aspect and a rear aspect. So manifesting with the chakras. This is because if an idea gets blocked in a chakra, it will never materialize. So maybe you've been doing some manifestation work and you're just not seeing it coming in. So it could be that your idea is actually getting blocked. So by working in this way, we call it chakra mastery. It changes the momentum around your idea, which means you can break through old patterns. You can better communicate your idea with others and manifest it much more easily than you could before. So as you clear your chakras working like this, people will begin to respond to you differently. So let's look at the phases of manifesting through the chakras. When we get an idea or inspiration, it tends to come down through the crown chakra. So you're receiving your inspiration and your ideas from the divine, from your higher self, that all-knowing part of you. Then it comes down into your third eye, and your third eye starts filling in the details. So you start to being able to visualize how this idea will look when it's out in the world. Then it can come down into your throat chakra, and you can start communicating your idea easily with others, excitedly telling people all about it. Then it will come down into your heart chakra. And this is where you bring your enthusiasm and your motivation to your idea. It's as if you almost fall in love with your idea even more. Then when it comes down into your solar plexus, you're starting to plant the seeds and take action, little steps with your idea, bringing it out into the world. As it comes down into your sacral chakra, you're really building the energy around your idea now. It's starting to feel fun and energizing, and you're starting to birth your idea into the world. And then finally, it travels down through your root chakra. And that's where you root your idea, and it starts growing its own roots, and it starts to run itself. You're not having to put so much work into bringing it into realization now. It's like it's got legs of its own. So those are the phases for manifesting using the chakras. So what happens to an idea when your chakras are blocked? First of all, if your crown chakra is blocked, you'll be feeling totally uninspired. You've got no new ideas coming. You're not sure of your life purpose. You're really just blocked and not sure which direction to go. You're feeling stuck. But if you have an idea that comes down through and gets into your third eye and that's blocked, then your idea will be there, but you just can't imagine the details, and it will seem really impossible for you to do it. If it comes down through the crown and third eye and gets blocked in the throat, then you've received the idea, you've started to visualize and see how it can work, but you're frightened to talk about it. You're worried about being judged, so your idea stays a secret. Now, if it comes all the way through the throat, you're talking about it, but it gets stuck in your heart, then you feel like you just can't motivate yourself. You're playing small. You're not moving forward with it in any way. If it comes all the way through the heart and gets stuck in the solar plexus, then you've got your idea, you can visualize it, you're talking about it, you're motivated, but you're not taking any real action. Then it's stuck in your solar plexus. If it comes all the way through and gets stuck in your sacral, you're talking about it, you're taking action, but you take the first few steps, but then when it doesn't play out quite as you'd expect, you just haven't got the energy to move it forward and you're giving up on it. But if it comes all the way through, so you've got your idea, you've visualized it, you've spoken about it, you're falling in love with it, you're taking the action, you're taking the first steps, but your idea always needs your attention. You're putting in effort all the time. That's because it's got stuck in your root chakra and it hasn't grown its own roots so that it can go off on its own. So hopefully some ideas there have resonated with you, maybe where you're getting stuck. But we're going to do a meditation together so you can really feel where it might be getting stuck. So chakra maintenance, this is going to bring in energy clearing through visualization. We're going to use an essential oil application. So you can anoint your chakra with your oil. You can breathe the oil into your chakra and raise the vibration so that stuck energy disappears and those old patterns can break away. And if you've got some crystals, then you could be holding a crystal or lying a crystal on the chakra, because crystals vibrate at their own unique vibration. And when you put them on or near the body wants to mimic that vibration. So it's a really good way to bring you back into a state of of balance, old patterns and stuck energy melting away. If you are working with crystals, there's some really good manifesting crystals. Citrine, I always keep a piece in my purse because it brings things to you in abundance, a bit like wild orange. So I keep a piece in my purse. Green aventurine is the stone of opportunity. So never buy a lottery ticket without one. Rose quartz if you want to manifest love. Amethyst if you want to manifest wisdom. And titanium rainbow quartz, or any really lovely piece of quartz that you've got to clear blockages in your chakras. With essential oils, if you're wondering what oil to use, I've put together some oils there that are really good for balancing the chakras. Frankincense, we've spoken about, oil of truth. This is for your clearing your crown chakra so those ideas can come in. Lemongrass or lemon on the third eye. Lemongrass, the oil of cleansing. If you are getting stuck in the third eye, then it has the effect of cleansing the energy there. Or lemon, the oil of clarity, to bring in that wisdom. If you're getting stuck or you're wanting to work with your throat chakra, then lavender is a good choice. It's the oil of communication and calm. So just anointing the throat chakra can really help you to speak your mind, but without all the emotional attachment that often comes with it. Peppermint is a lovely one. It's the oil of buoyant heart. So if after this you feel like you're getting stuck in the heart chakra, you can use your peppermint over the heart chakra to really open it. Green mandarin is the oil of pure potential. So that brings and links you into the flow of potential that is all around you. Or wild orange, the oil of abundance, tapping you into that abundance of energy that's around that will bring your ideas to you. Or balance, the grounding oil. That's my favorite of mine, actually. It's got a lot of wood and tree oils in there, which helps to ground you to the earth and brings scattered energy back in. So I like to put this on the bottom of my feet every morning. And then with what's left on my hands, I'll set my intentions for what I want to achieve that day. So hopefully you've got some of those oils. I know you've got peppermint. If you were sent some before the workshop, we can use that one for your heart. So I'm going to do a meditation with you now so you can experience what I've been talking about. So I want you to take your essential oil that you're using, put some more on your hands, rub your hands together. You know the drill now. And just while you're rubbing your hands, just sit quietly and think about what you would like to manifest today, what you would like to use this technique to birth into the world. And when we do this meditation, you might get a few aha moments. And if that happens during the meditation, just keep going, because after the meditation, you can write it down. And if you forget by the end, it means that you've cleared that chakra and you don't need to go through it. If you've got a crystal handy, you might like to have it on your lap. So you've got the energy of the crystals there. And you've got your essential oil on your hands, rubbing it together. Okay, there's a lot of information there, wasn't there? So I'm going to give you a second to do all of that. And if you're ready, just sit quietly with your hands close to your face, taking a few deep breaths of your oil. If you haven't got an essential oil, don't worry, just follow the steps. And I want you to take a moment to imagine the idea that you would like to manifest. So it might be something to do with your family, your business, yourself. Just see what comes and imagine it now as best you can. Getting a picture of it in your mind, or stating your intention of what you want to manifest today. Now I want you to see this idea as a ball of energy shining brightly above your head. Make it about 4 inches across. Just let your idea be pure energy. And move your awareness up until you're right inside your idea, in the middle of the ball of energy. See it shining all around you. Noticing what color it is. You're going to follow it as it moves through your chakras, so you can see where you're stuck and where the energy is flowing. So first, let the ball of energy, your idea, move down into your crown chakra on the top of your head. Just ask yourself, does it feel like the energy is welcome here? Is there enough room for all of your inspiration? And if there's any fogginess in the crown chakra, just let the fogginess clear. And as it clears, just notice if you're excited to move to the next phase. Is it okay to move down into your third eye chakra? And when you're ready, feel the energy moving down into your third eye in the center of your forehead. Notice how this chakra feels. Is it a peaceful space? Can all the ideas come in peacefully and clearly? Just feel that happening now. All the steps, all the people, all the timings, all coming easily into the third eye chakra. And notice if you get any other guidance about your idea. Notice if you're excited to move to the next phase. Let your energy flow now down into your throat chakra. Notice if it's open and clear. Can your idea be fully expressed from your throat chakra? See yourself sharing your idea with other people, and notice if you feel certain or if it's difficult to communicate. Feel the idea being beautifully expressed. And notice if you're excited about moving to the next phase. As you feel your energy, your idea moving down into your heart chakra in the center of your chest. Noticing if the idea feels welcome here. Can you love this idea into being? Can you love yourself enough to let this idea happen? Feel your heart filling with enthusiasm and motivation for your idea. Surround your idea with love. And notice if you feel excited to move on to the next phase. As you feel your energy, the idea moving down into your solar plexus, just under your rib cage. And ask if this idea is ready for action. Let yourself feel completely confident, so your personal power shines out from this chakra. Notice if there's anyone else you need to connect with here, so that your idea can realize and manifest. And if there is, say hello to these people. Let your chakras talk. And feel your idea starting to move out into the physical world. As you give it permission, see if you feel excited about moving to the next phase. And feel your energy, the idea, move down into your sacral chakra, just below your belly button. Notice how it feels here. All the energy and endurance and passion that you'll need. And see everything organizing perfectly, so that your idea can be realized in the world. Feel how bright and powerful this chakra is. Feel it nurturing and empowering your energy. And notice if you're excited to move on to the next phase. And feel your energy moving down into your root chakra at the base of your spine. Notice if it's stable and grounded here. Does it feel comfortable and secure? Feel the earth energy filling up this chakra, getting ready to carry your idea out into the world. And trust that you've done all you can for this idea. And when you're ready, let the earth energy carry it away. Your idea is becoming self-sufficient in the world. Now bring your hands up to your face and take another deep breath of your oil. And as you breathe, feel yourself right in the center of your head again. And give all of your chakras 100% permission to manifest. Give yourself permission to allow yourself to receive a new experience with what you've created today. Breathing in your oil, place the affirmation, The world is full of abundant energy. What I desire comes easily and effortlessly to me. All is well. Now bringing your awareness back into the room that you're sitting in. Just take a moment to tune into the sounds of the room. And when you're ready, slowly open your eyes. And hopefully you noticed which chakra was difficult or harder to manifest in, and what was different about your energy afterwards. Hopefully you were able to just adjust and allow it to flow. You might have experienced some pain as you move through different chakras, and this is just old energy moving out. And as you align your chakras, you're going to notice that it no longer happens, and your ideas will manifest much more easily and effortlessly as you come back into flow. Well, I hope you enjoyed that presentation. If you've been inspired to use essential oils, I'm just going to talk to you for a few minutes about how you would get them into your home. You can't buy these oils in the shops, and the reason for that is because of the support and education that comes with them by buying them through a representative for doTERRA. So the way with doTERRA, there's 3 ways you can buy your oils. The first option you've got is to just buy the oils at the full retail price. And we're going to send you a price list after you've watched this, so you can have a look at the retail prices. Just let us know what oil you want and we're going to get it sent to you. But if you're ever going to buy more than one oil, there's a better way, a cheaper way, and I want you to get the best price for your oils. And that's option 2 or 3. That's buying them at the wholesale price. It's so easy to set up a wholesale account. It costs £24 and it unlocks a 25% discount. It also gives you entry into our oil education, which is an ongoing program that we bring to you every week. So you would set up a wholesale account, let us know which oils you want, and we would get them ordered for you at the 25% discount. But option 3 is the one that most people go for, and that's because you can buy them below wholesale. So you can get them even cheaper than that. When you buy them as a kit, you get a free wholesale account, which saves you the £24, and the oils have been discounted further. The most popular kits that the people that I work with tend to start with is one called the Home Essentials. It's 10 oils, and it's 10 oils actually that I've been speaking to you about today. They've been put together because they cover 80% of the things we go through physically on a day-to-day, month-to-month basis, but also emotionally as well. And we can give you more information on the emotional aspects of the oils. So it's the 10 oils, a free diffuser, which saves you about £35, and a free wholesale account, saving you the £24. And it's £243.80. Now, if you're watching this in April, if we can order this before the 15th, you're going to get free with this kit, Wild Orange, Motivate. So Wild Orange, remember, is your oil of abundance. Motivate is a great blend if you procrastinate. So you're getting stuck and you're not moving forward. Motivate on the back of the neck really helps. You've got that balance blend that I was talking about for grounding your idea so it grows its own legs. And we've got a blend called Adaptive, which has been put together to help us to adapt to difficult situations. And you get an oil called Copaiba, which works on the same receptors in the brain as CBD oil. So those of you that know about that, it helps with anxious feelings and pain. All of that's free with this, if we can put this order through within 72 hours of watching the video, but also if it's before the 15th of April. And that's valued at £98 for those freebies. So that's what most people are going for this month. Now there's a smaller version of that kit. It's called the Family Essentials. It's the same 10 oils that were in the other kit, but in 5 ml bottles. And this one doesn't come with a diffuser. It's 117. And if we can put the order through within 72 hours, you get a bottle of Wild Orange free with that one. So the bigger kit is better value because you're getting 3 times the amount of oil, and it's not even twice the price of the other one. Plus you're getting those 5 oils as well for free. But the other one is a nice starting point if that's what your budget allows. Now, you don't just get your oils. You get a 25% discount on these oils and any orders that you place over the next 12 months via your own personal login. You get a one-to-one session with us, so we can go through the oils you've purchased and we can come up with a plan of how you can use them based on your needs. You'll get a welcome pack from us, which has an ailment guide in it, so you can start looking up your ailment and seeing which oil you can use. You get entry into our private oil education community group, which, as I said, every week we do live Zoom calls. If you can't join us live, we send you the recording. And we've got programs that you can have access to for free as well. So one of them we start you with is called Oil Camp, which is a 10-day online program that you can do at your own pace at a time that suits you, which talks about the physical and emotional aspect of your oils. But we've also got one that you might like called Chakra Ascension, which again is a 10-day online program. And each day you do a deep dive into a different chakra. You do a chakra activation with your oil. You have a meditation to awaken, and there's some journaling, and you get free entry into this program as well. So it's really good value for money. So do get in touch with the person that sent you this workshop. And if that's me, you can call me directly, contact me directly, debbielawrence.therapist@gmail.com, or you can text me or book in a call now in the chat box, and we will add a little something extra in your welcome pack. There's a Facebook group that you can join that's open to everybody, which is facebook.com/group/Debbie Lawrence. And this is where I bring lots of information about essential oils and working with energy. I hope you've enjoyed that. Do get in touch if you want to take this further. I'm just going to come back into the Zoom room now. Okay, Chris, do you want to share your experiences, or do you want to stop?
Do you want me to stop recording?
Yep.